When my dad died, I was 17 years old. At that age, I could do most things on my own, but I was still considered a minor and in need of a guardian. Because my dad was a veteran, I was entitled to receive survivor's benefits, but I needed a guarantor or a guardian to sign off on them. I had to have someone else stand in temporarily until I had reached the age of responsibility to sign myself. Once I reached the right age and the right set of circumstances, I was considered trustworthy and reliable, no longer in need of a guardian. This is a pretty simple concept to understand for kids and minors, right? We get the kids need rules and regulations and guardians to look after them until they reach an age of responsibility, of trustworthiness or reliability. But once they do, the need for that changes. The need for a guardian changes. They don't need looking after in the same way. But have you ever considered that adults may need some type of guardian or looking after? In this passage, Paul is describing the law as a temporary guardian for Israel. Israel was in need of special looking after, a way to be protected until Christ came. In a sense, they were not yet grown up and therefore not reliable, trustworthy, or faithful. In other words, before Christ, Israel was like children who needed a guardian, a way to be kept safe or protected until the way of faith was revealed. That's what the law was for them. It wasn't what brought them faith, but it served as a guardian in a sense. However, now that Christ has come, they could be made right with God through faith. Now that Christ had come, Israel and all the others had no need for the law because through Christ, they were made right, reliable, and trustworthy. The law had its purpose, but it was no longer needed. My challenge to you is to ask yourself, am I truly a grown-up? I know that we may not want to be grown-ups on some days, but in all seriousness, ask yourself, am I trustworthy? Do I truly believe, or do I secretly prefer to be looked after by a guardian? Are you still trying to use old means to be made right with God? Without Christ, you will always come up lacking. Christ is the only way to fully and truly be made right with God. When you put your faith in Christ, you are given the right set of circumstances and have reached the right age to no longer need a guardian. But you must surrender your life to Christ and allow Him to take the place of any temporary needs. Once you do, you no longer need special looking after because you have become a grown-up.